a close-up look at this little toy truck. It's a great example of why you should never discourage a child who shows talent at an early age. Believe it or not, this little truck was made by a 12-year-old little boy in Portugal who didn't have many toys to play with, so he made his own, and this was one of his first. Today, he is still working with wood, but look what he's doing now. He lives here in America and is making things like this, a magnificent carved wood and stone bar as part of a custom den in a client's home. And this is just part of what he does. He also produces extraordinary libraries and magnificent kitchens and baths. He has become a true artist whose work speaks for itself in volumes. His name is Filipe Agostinho. He's the owner of the Filipe Custom Woodwork Company, headquartered here in Linden, New Jersey. And we spoke with him about his extraordinary business.
He's been with me for 20 years. The quality is always perfect.
Great eye for the architecture.
When I say he creates, he overcomes obstacles.
Something totally different than I've seen at other places.
There is no design without Phil.
I was born in Portugal. I moved to France when I lived there until I was 12 years old. I went back to Portugal. I basically didn't have any toys. I started building toys for myself and make some money selling it to my friends. That's how I started. And my 14th birthday, I got my first paycheck. That was the beginning, and it never stopped. We do complete home theaters, a very popular item on the new homes lately. We do complete bars on the people's houses. Libraries, fireplaces. If you need a bathroom, we go as far as just going to a house and renovate a bathroom. If you need a basement that needs a total renovation, or sometimes we go into the basement just to do everything brand new. The builder gives it to the customer, just an empty basement, no walls, just concrete walls. We go in, we design it to whatever the customer needs, and we do all the drawings, and we take care of that too. We can do any type of woodwork, custom woodwork, in any wood, any color, with glazes, with antique finishes. If we can give you a brand new product that could look like 100 years old, from any kind of design to fit the specific room that's going to go into.
And this is what we're seeing kind of right now around you?
In this room, we have a little bit of everything. We start from the bar that we set up back there with two-tier bar with various carved pieces built into it. Behind me, we have a little bit of a setup for a library, which shows open shelves, closed storage room. And on my left side, we have a entertaining unit that we use it, and it's become very popular to set up TVs, as far as freestanding TVs that we built in, or plasmas, or any type of TV and brand that you have or you buy. We have a showroom with all kinds of stack cabinets from various companies. We have a full showroom of ceramic tiles, porcelains, stone, as far as marble, granite. We have mosaics, stone mosaics, glass mosaics, metals. It's very popular now. And the latest addition that we did was we set up a fabrication shop for the stone countertops, as far as granite, marbles, silestone, Caesar stone, corians, anything you need for a countertop for the kitchens or bar or whatever it is you need.
When my wife and I decided to redesign our kitchen, we did some information, we did some research, and a friend of ours, a friend of the family, had recommended Filipe to come down to his showroom and look things over. We came in, loved what he had. We just loved the layout, a lot of the things that he had here. So we started to talk. Basically, that's it. We set up some appointments. We would come down here numerous Mondays, sit down with JC and Filipe, and they started designing our kitchen.
I've been doing kitchens since I'm 14 years old, okay? We used to build our own kitchens, the kitchen that we use sell to the customer. The market changed a little bit about 15 years ago that we set up the showroom with different companies that we can get the cabinets. We have any design, any color that you may think, any style as far as doors, drawers. If we can design it, we can build it. And we work also with companies that not only stock companies, but they can do modifications for us to accumulate the design that we send them. Now, if they cannot do the design that we send them, we basically take over those pieces that cannot be built by the manufacturer, the second-party manufacturer that we get these cabinets from. We can match any color in any style in any wood that we buy from the standard manufacturers.
The amazing thing is that he just takes a piece of paper and he looks at the kitchen, and in his mind he'll rearrange space, rearrange cabinets, economize on space, expand space. And when he's done, it's just out of his imagination. You've got a custom workable kitchen that has maximized every bit of space in the area.
I'll always like to visit their house. It's very, very important to me to know their lifestyle. If they cook, if they don't cook. A lot of people don't cook these days, but they still want a beautiful kitchen. The area, the surroundings of the kitchen, the way their house is decorated, because it's very important to me that I don't want to put a red kitchen in a place that should be a green kitchen. So I have to visit the site, the house, to start the process of designing the kitchen. I take all the measurements, I give my suggestions. We change a window, we change a door, we knock on a wall, and I bring that back to the office. We have the computer programming that we design all the kitchens on, and we start the process of designing it. We have our computer program. It's a 3D program that we can put the kitchen in a color that you want. If you want the kitchen in white, we put it in a computer in a white kitchen, and from there it's a big, huge help to the client because they can start visualizing the finished product. Once we have the design agreed on and the colors, the granite and all that, we place the order and we wait for everything to be in-house. All the products got to be in-house before we go into the kitchen and demolish. The reason is I don't want to get stuck in a job that we got to wait for the sink another 2 weeks or another month, which could happen if you don't plan it that way. Besides the kitchens that we retail for with other companies, everything is done in our facility. We have the woodwork shop, we have the spray room, we finish all our product. We have the stone shop, the installers, everything that we sell, we do not subcontract nothing. Everything is done with our people. It's a one-stop shop. The customer doesn't have to be doing the runaround, picking handles at a hardware store or going to the yard and pick up the slabs, wasting time. And we have the granite and the stone next door to us. We grab the door, we go there, we match to the stone, to the slab that they want, we mark it, they own that slab when it's time to fabrication. And it's been working very, very well. And one of those reasons is we try to minimize the time that we are in the customer's house.
He worked with us. He had a great eye for the architecture, the design, the layout. He gave us so many different ways to go.
I have an interesting story. When he built my library, I had carpenters framing a doorway for a very expensive door, very large glass door. And when they were done, it was framed incorrectly. And the whole thing was a disaster. In order to put this door in, we'd have to rip out all the framing and redo it. So he takes a look at it, and you can see him thinking, and he's looking at the door and he's looking at the framing. and he puts his finger up. He says, I have the solution. The next thing you know, he's got routers out. He wound up making a system where he carved the top of the door, and we were able to put this door in a space that it was no longer designed for and made it work, saving me time and a fortune in money to make this thing work correctly. So when I say he creates, he overcomes obstacles. If you look at an area and you say this can't be done, he can do it.
Customer service has everything. Anybody could sell cabinets, anybody could design kitchens, but customer service is my main philosophy.
He's been with me for 20 years. The quality is always perfect.
Great eye for the architecture.
When I say he creates, he overcomes obstacles.
Something totally different than I've seen at other places.
There is no design without Phil.
The inside story of a very impressive artist in the art of working with wood, Filipe Agostinho of Filipe's Custom Woodwork Company. I'm Doug Llewelyn reporting from Linden, New Jersey.
Well, that does it for this edition of Close Up on America's Business. I'm Janice Marie. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.